So once you've completed 2 challenges, you need to go up to the top of the lighthouse and Hermit will give you some dials, so just pick these up off the pallet. And now we're going to go to the artifact storage area of the map. This is in the back of the ship. And you're going to be placing these dials in 4 locations. So just do what I do here. You want to place them on the wall on these 4 locations, just like I'm showing you on the screen now. So once you've placed all 4 dials in the 4 locations, all you do is go up to each of them and you can just press square to rotate the numbers round and the dial. And when you hear a little ding noise on one of the numbers that you turn the dial onto, that means you've done that dial, it's complete. So just move on to a second dial location. I'm going to show you my second one now with the little ding. So there's the ding, fellas. You can hear the little ding noise. Just keep on moving the dial around until you hear that. On to the third location now. I'm turning this one round to hear the ding. Boom, that's the third one done. And then I go to the 4th dial location. Turn this one round, hear the ding. And boom, fellas. That is all 4 dials complete. So once you've completed the dial step, you want to turn on the subtitles and maybe get your audio whacked up to full, because the Apothecary Blood is going to start talking. And yeah, you need to just hear out what he's saying. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have to find 3 offerings around the map. These 3 offerings are objects in just certain locations. So listen out and look at the subtitles on your screen. What's going to appear on the subtitles is some weird name. An example here, Offner, where fire sinks. Or one might come up saying, North is found, where filth cleanses, where the earth crumbles. It's going to be some sort of weird riddle kind of sentence. So I'm just going to show you the example in my game, fellas. So for me, the first sentence on the subtitles from the Apothecary Blood was, where earth crumbles. So all you do is go to a certain location where earth crumbles and you can just find an object. I'm going to show you where earth crumbles as an example. So if you hear where earth crumbles in your game, you want to go to the facility and you want to go to this room here. This is the geological processing room and you can find the object / offering right here, fellas. So that's basically it. And I'm going to show you every location. There's 20 in total. I'm going to show you all 20 because you need to do 3. And, you know, one of your 3 is going to be in one of these locations. So I'm going to start with the first one out of 20 locations. Right, where earth crumbles. This location for the offering is in the facility area. This is the new area where I've got to turn on that 3rd power switch. And you want to go to the geological processing room and you can find the object right here, fellas, just on the screen like I'm doing here. Where lungs close is right here, fellas. It's down at the bottom of the lighthouse and it's in the water cave. While you're swimming through, you can see this object on the floor. Just press square to pick it up. Where HELIXES peak. This is in the jars at the top of the lighthouse, near where you give Hermit the stuff on the pallet. You can find the jars on the floor here and the object to pick up. Where feet slip, you want to slide down the ice slide which is at the bottom of the lighthouse. And while you're going down, look towards the left and you want to press square while you're flying down the slide and you'll pick up the part. Right, where lines birth, you want to go to the spawn area. And just by the zip line leading up to the lighthouse, you can find the part in the ice right here, just like it is on my screen. Right, so the where mysteries riddle, you want to go to the lighthouse bottom floor, and on the stairs that's kind of broken, you'll find the part on here. Right, where fire sinks, this is on the sunken path near the lantern, and it's going to be a bone as the offering / object. The location is through here at the back of the ship and the lantern is right here. Right, where filth cleanses, this is in the decontamination room in the new area called the facility and it's going to be in the corner in the lockers. Where crows roost, this is in the forecastle, also known as right at the back of the ship, and it's going to be opposite the campfire where you put an icicle in there in another completely different video, and it's going to be on the barrels right here. Where bounded slept, this is in the forecastle in the same kind of area as the last location I just showed you, and it's going to be on the container here. Where bread breaks, this is in the gangway in the kitchen. It's just underneath you turn on the second power switch, and it's going to be on this little table row. It's almost like a dinner table at college or somewhere where you can put your food. It's just going to be on there. Right, where north is found, this is at the top of the boat where the second power switch can be turned on, and it's going to be on here as a skull. Lovely. Where hidden burns, you want to come to the hidden path here, and it's going to be on this object near the fire. It's pretty easy, this one is just going to be on there, fellas. So where first dawns, this is going to be right next to a perk on this side of the ship here, and it's really easy, it's just going to be on the railing of the ship. Right, where lightning aims, you want to come to the facility, and as soon as you come through the door, take a right, and it's going to be right here on the bench. Right, where madness sleeps, this is going to be in the specimen storage area, and it's going to be on the bed in the jail cell. This is also at the facility as well. Right, where falls freeze, you want to come to the cargo hold, and it's very easy, this one. It's going to be in the water, and the object is going to be a fish in the corner right here. Where preservations freeze, you want to come to the main deck of the ship, and you're going to be looking for one of those life-saving rings that are orange and white. It's just going to be right next to that there. On to the second to last one now, and this is the where mountains throw, and you're going to need a firebomb for this one, fellas. So if you don't know how to make a firebomb, I've put the link in my video right there to make a firebomb. So when you've made a firebomb, you want to blow open the barrels here that are blocking the way, and the object is just going to be on the railings where I'm pointing my gun. It's just the bone, I think it is, so you can pick it up there. And on to the last one, and this is going to be where power ends, and this is going to be in the facility, in the human infusion area, and it's going to be to the right of where you turn on the power switch, and it looks like a bit of chicken as the object, but pick it up, it's going to be on the computer here. Right, so now you know all 20 locations. The first thing you're going to do, I'm going to show you what I did in my game. I'm just going to make it really easy. I'm not going to rush it like other guys that go rapid through it. So, let's say you've just completed the dials, you've got all the dings, and the apothecary blood is speaking to you, really. And it's going to say the first offering. So, for me in my game, it's where earth crumbles. So, I'm going to go to this location. It's going to be in the facility as this one, in the geological processing room, and I found the object right here. Pick it up. So when you've picked up your first object, the apothecary blood will start saying another riddle to you. For me in my game, this was where lungs close. So this one is a very easy location. This one is at the bottom of the lighthouse in the water cave, and you just swim through here and you press square on this object on the ground to pick it up. So once you've picked up your second offering / object, the apothecary blood will say one more offering. For me in my game, this was where HELIXES peak. So these in a very location again at the top of the lighthouse on the jars here. There it is, I picked it up. And once you've done that, you've got all 3 offerings. So now you've got 3 offerings, and when you pick up your third object / offering, the apothecary blood will start speaking for a bit. And then he's going to be talking about something called the seal of duality. And this is an object that we need to pick up. So again, the apothecary blood will say some sort of riddle. The seal of duality is in the walls where AETHER was gathered. Or he's going to say the seal of duality is where the cages hang, etc. But there's only 4 riddles and 4 possible spawn locations for the seal of duality. So I'm going to show you all 4, and then I'm going to show you what to do. If the apothecary blood in your game says the seal of duality is in the walls where AETHER was gathered, this location is in the facility and it's in the geological processing room. And this one is this chalkboard or corkboard. You can see it's got a few drawings on. Here it is. If in your game the apothecary blood say the seal of duality is between where humans suffer, this location is in the facility again, and it's going to be in the specimen storage area. When you go up the stairs towards the specimen storage area, take a left and you can see a corkboard with some drawings on. This is a location. So if in your game the apothecary blood says the seal of duality is in the icy hall, you want to come to the spawn area, and you can see these barrels here. You want to bide these, go through the water, and when you reach the other side, you're going to see a chalkboard or a corkboard with some drawings on. This is a location. And then finally, if in your game the apothecary blood says the seal of duality is where cages hang, This one is in the spawn area and it's in the boathouse building. And you just go inside, it's very easy to find. It's going to be this corkboard on the wall. There it is. So now you know 4 possible locations. I'm going to show you my location and what to do in my game. So for me in my game, the seal of duality was where the cages hang. So I'm going to come to boathouse and it's going to be this corkboard here. So when you come to the corkboard in one of the locations, you want to melee the corkboard, it's going to fall on the floor. And now you want to place a firebomb onto the safe to blow it up. And when you blow it up, there's going to be an object inside the safe, and this is the seal of duality. So you want to pick this up, fellas.